It's all about humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity.
Heyo folks, it's 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central, which means it is Sunday morning, Which means it is time for a World of Warplanes stream with the Noble Q. Little bit of secret hidden lore. Somehow, through mysterious circumstances of which I don't understand and don't know who's involved, I was sent a P-82B, which is one of the best heavy fighters in Tier 8 at this time because it has 14 50 caliber Browning machine guns on it. There's 14 of them, all located in one center spot. This thing is a fire hose of death, and absolutely a blast to fly. It also has an America paint scheme, which is also an absolute blast to use and is fun. As you can see, I've only had it for a couple of days, and I'm almost halfway done specializing it, so, you know. This is literally just two P-51s strapped together. The question I have is it the P-51D? The P-51... Oh, hello, Noble Q. Good afternoon for you.
Good morning, F-22 Hunter. How are you? How's your week been?
My week's been busy. Lots of exams, lots of homework.
Oh, the joys of being at college. I remember that kind of stuff way distant in my past. I hope you feel that you've had a satisfactory week, that your exams went well, and that you're expecting good results.
Oh yeah, no, I feel like the exams I've done have gone fairly well. I've got one more exam tomorrow night.
Fingers crossed that goes as well as the other ones have. Just going to break off here and say good evening, Grant, and good evening to your mother. 10:30 in the evening where Grant is. All right, so what are we going to do on the NA server today, F-22 Hunter? Do tell us.
Well, I don't really have any missions I'm going for, so I'm just good to fly whatever.
Okay, well, I think the first thing to do is perhaps get you in a flight.
Yeah.
Oh, I see Biffy Benno is on. Oops, almost invited him to a flight.
Now, I will say, through mysterious forces beyond my control, I got my hands on a P-82B.
I can't understand that, because I remember a comment distinctly in the Discord saying that just at this occasion, the money had been spent on more worthy things like books, and there was none available for a P-82B.
I know.
How did you get one?
I don't know. I just got messaged randomly by Corvus Corvax. There was apparently some kind of gathering of the magical minds or something, and there was this in my inbox.
Right, so that gives me an opportunity to say at the top of my chat there is a link to F-22 Hunter's YouTube stream. Do go and see his brand spanking new FP-82B rather, which has been given to him by, I'm going to call them friends.
Yeah, that's about the only explanation I got.
Good for cause. I'm glad he organised that for you. Are you still there, or have you fallen on the floor?
What? No, I'm still here.
Okay, I'm getting asked a question. I think the answer is going to be no about this, but do you play warships, by the way?
No. Nova Tempest is trying to get me into warships. The problem with warships is it looks too much like tanks for me to really enjoy it.
It's sort of in between planes and tanks, I would say. The reason I'm being asked that is because Grant has got a World of Warships code to give away. Had you been a player, I think he would have probably given it away on your stream for you.
Yeah, I'm not a warships player, so I appreciate the sentiment, but
It was very kind of Grant, I agree. Well, as it happens, not only have you got a P-82B, but so have I, because I decided that this was a good Tier 8 premium for me to be able to fly around in and earn credits. So, if you would like, shall we have a dual P-82B flight?
Yes, let's summon 4 Mustangs into one battle. This will not end poorly at all.
Super.
This thing's like a fire hose of death when you actually get beat on target when with the guns on it. Like, there's so much firepower coming out of the one gun pod in the bottom. Like, it's insane.
If you can get it on target, that's the key thing.
Hmm.
I don't know if you've been looking in the Discord, but I've been having some good games in it.
I've been having some good games. I was playing last night, and I was having some really, really bad games last night. Just all over the place. Like, I don't know what was going on, but I was just completely off my game. Nothing was going right at all.
Yeah, that happens occasionally. That's the wrong camera. My keys have stopped
So-
working for some reason.
Lord willing, with the camera on, the trend does not continue.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers
Right,
crossed.
I've just had to remove things manually off my screen. Sorry, I've been slightly distracted there. I will just have to have the small camera on permanently for some reason. My keys aren't working.
Mm.
Oh, has my keyboard stopped working suddenly? Oh dear.
Great timing. I think we just got a match.
Yeah, well, fortunately I've got two keyboards and I know one's working. I think this one's not, though. I'm going to have to swap it out very quickly. The trouble is, last time I tried to get it working by unplugging the USB, it crashed the computer, so I don't want to take that risk.
Oh.
The keyboard is definitely not working. There we go, now I've got keys. Good job I spotted that, otherwise I'd have been flying around, coming into the battle without any control of the aircraft. Right, where do you want to go?
Military base.
Okay, I'll go garrison, try and get to their military base.
Works for me.
You should be able to outmaneuver their F2H, but you won't be able to keep up with it.
Mm-hmm. Hey, that's actually a guy that I had last night on my team.
Point your noise in a direction, Tebonji, you're quite right. I always do that.
Pilots, get ready for action.
Oh, another update, y'all. I was finally told how to mod the game, so I have all my stats on my screen now.
Okay, so what, you've got My Precious on, or
Yeah.
something else?
My precious. Literally just my precious. I don't need anything else.
I think you'll find that pretty useful.
Yeah, I was just, I was flying with, Bub the other day, and, he was like, hey, do you know how to do this? And I'm like, no, not at all. So,
Bob Russ,
yeah, Bub Russ.
good guy. My favourite Canadian streamer of Warplanes. Okay. I've got all my ordnance. I'm heading off to their military base now to see if I can get there in time.
I've got this military base.
Super.
I'm gonna go to the center garrison, see if I can cause a little havoc over there.
Okay. Both heavies are in that garrison. We're about to go into that garrison, so that includes the Banshee.
I see the B-29, actually. Oh, he's dead.
Wow. Dead without having done anything.
I know, right?
Carlu, good to see you. Been a while that I've had you on my stream, but it's good to have you here now. As ever, Q syndrome. Just as I arrive, they take this.
Yep. Could have told you that was gonna be the case.
Always is. Didn't really want to damage that as much as I did there. Yeah, you go after that one and leave the half-dead ones so I can wait for it to... Good. Okay, so we've got a head start on taking this.
I'm getting blapped by something. I don't know what.
Can't look up at the moment.
Oh, an I-211. I'm surprised it took that thing so long to kill me.
Not really the biggest of blappers either, but obviously tier 9, so...
I was more looking for a Jawa and never saw it. So that's why I missed it so quick.
All military
Hey,
bases are under
military base over here is taken. I'm going to dump the aircraft because I've got probably about 25% health left.
Alright, I'm gonna boost cooler over to the military base, play a little defense. Looks like we got a bomber over it.
Talking of defence, I guess the Vikings will soon be defending against the Jets. Or the other way around, more likely. In London.
In London?
Yes.
Why
London
are-
games have started today. London Games have been a thing for several years. I know you don't follow NFL.
A rocket has reached the target.
Why? Okay, hello, random P-51. Why were you ramming into me and blowing yourself up?
Right, the aircraft I just highlighted is the B-29C, which looks as if he's AFK, frankly.
Oh, he is. He's disconnected. The fact that this guy was AFK and still managed to kill an ADA with his turret is terrifying.
Turrets, yes.
Ow!
Well, on the EU server, and I'm sure probably on the NA server as well, you do find people who fly it and they don't bomb. They just go to the nearest, most populated sector and they just fly through it as a gunship.
Yeah, that's happened. It is arguably a more exciting way to play a bomber. It just kills the fun for everyone else.
Exactly that.
Way to go.
Okay, well, I may as well go back to their military base and see if I can pick up some stuff. This thing has been earning me credits quite nicely. It took me a lot of credits to set it up as I wanted it, but I've almost got them all back.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's nice, darling. One of their ground attackers just flew straight into a radio mast.
Gotta love when that happens.
Well, it certainly made it easier for me to protect this. Really?
Victory is in sight.
Wow.
Keep it up.
The ME-109TL bot rammed me on purpose.
Wow.
Or in fact, I actually got it with my guns just before it got to a ram.
Oh, look, the B-29 ended up drifting over this military base in his turret, chipping away at my health now.
Yeah. So don't follow him. Let
No,
him turn
not.
back.
There's no point. He's AFK.
Victory is ours. We're waiting for
Well,
your
that was a
return.
disturbingly easy start to the morning.
Yeah, yeah.
So do you know who your friends were who contributed to the P-82B?
No, I have
Have you
no
got any-
idea. Corvus
any
said that
guesses?
they're all anonymous. Kind of want to say Zero might be involved a little bit, but I'm not sure. Maybe Nova.
Mm-hmm. I'd say Zero was a pretty good guess.
But again, like none of them have revealed themselves, so it's kind of like a complete guess at this point.
You're just going to have to be friends with everybody in case they were a contributor.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to start work on being nicer.
Yes, you are.
Maybe a little less blunt.
Good morning, punk. Good afternoon, punk rock. How are you? How's Finland? Right, what do you want to do next?
You know, I will defer this choice to you because I would have also said the P-82 when you did. So,
Okay, you can have the P-82B if you want, because I have some work to do with a new acquisition.
oh, the 210.
Yes, I've got myself a rocket plane.
It's not a bad choice.
Just
I
don't
have-
fly straight at me because I might be tempted to use the rockets.
I have that one. I have the 212. I don't have the 215.
Okay, as you're aware, I'm pretty sure we've had this discussion before.
Yeah.
The 215 flies very differently.
I'm aware.
What?
To be fair, the 210 and the 212 fly completely differently to the 190s that came before it.
Mm-hmm.
That line.
So Finland
does
is
not make
wet.
sense.
And last year on this day we had snow in Finland, but not this time. So punk rock's a bit wet. What's your temperature, punk rock? You can give it to me in Celsius. I will be able to convert. Ooh, that's chilly. About 3.
I feel like everyone's been a bit wet recently. There's been a lot of rain over here. And the hurricane.
Of course, Hurricane Helene came through the bend in Florida and then into the states.
And it hit the Appalachians, which is rare.
Yes.
The mountains don't
Mind you,
usually...
the bottom of the Appalachians, because they extend right up to the top, don't they?
It hit all the way up to, like, North Carolina.
Yep.
And that's,
Yep,
like...
it's a long way.
That's, like, midway up the Appalachians, so, you know...
Once they've degenerated into tropical storms, they can occasionally, the remnants, get up to Montreal and produce a phenomenon known as freezing rain, which is highly dangerous. It's like spears being chucked at you from the sky. And 3 degrees centigrade, I should have said, is around about 38 degrees Fahrenheit.
You are approaching the area of
I figured it was around there.
Be ready.
Yeah.
I'm having to use both imperial and metric in my classes, because my physics class uses metric, but my aircraft engines class uses imperial. So...
Yeah, I can understand that. I mean, really you should be using a standard international system for scientific subjects, but when you're coming up against actual kit, then American measurements will still be in thousandths of an inch and the like, won't they?
Yes, and my engines professor said, and I quote, "We won the war." So there's that too.
Well, it's a huge cost changing over as the UK has moved over to metric. Screw, just something as simple as a screw, now millimeters as opposed to inches or parts of inches. So
yeah, no, the process of switching is just objectively too expensive to like even begin at this point.
Yeah, and that's the similar reason for the UK not switching to kilometres per hour on the roads.
Oh, really?
I believe so, yeah. I mean, the sheer cost of changing the signage would be prohibitive.
I thought y'all were using kilometers on the roads by default.
Nope. It's all miles an hour in the UK.
Really? That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yep, and we drive on the right side of the road. That is the left side of the road.
We drive on the right side of the road, which is the right side of the road.
Which is the wrong side of the road. B-32 would have been good for you to go for?
Oh, I didn't even... Oh, yeah, there he is. I can still get him.
Yeah, okay, I'll leave him to you. You're more suited to him than me. I'll get the one off your tail.
Yeah, that would be very much appreciated.
Right, it's broken off.
Great. Hello, B-32. You are not a B-29, so I get to melt you. I have noticed the only bomber this plane struggles to melt is the B-29.
High hit point, Paul.
And maybe that's because I don't have this specialized yet?
No, it still struggled. The B-29 is one that you have to attack properly, so say from above or below, and preferably from just in front as well.
And all they have to do is turn the rudder.
Indeed. Well, occasionally you find one or two don't actually understand that and don't.
Yo, can all B-29 players just forget they have a rudder? Would you rocket him?
Wouldn't that be nice? Yes.
Nice shot.
No, well actually I hit him but I didn't kill him.
I just saw a big explosion and he blew up, so...
Yeah, it must have been a bullet. I was also firing at the same time, so I clearly finished him off with the guns. Yeah, but most of the health went off with rockets.
But yeah, can all B-29 players just forget they have a rudder, please?
Well, just forget that they have a B-29 would be better.
Oh, yeah, yeah. This thing is
Did that one.
this thing is surprisingly more maneuverable than I thought it would be when I first got it.
Okay. I'm going to say that I actually prefer the F-82E for this reason. You can build the F-82E to outmaneuver any P-81.
Right?
You can't
Yeah.
do that.
I know the F-82 is the most maneuverable heavy fighter at Tier 8. But the P-82 surprised me with how maneuverable it actually is.
Yeah, I've built mine a little bit stiffly. It'd be interesting to know how you've built yours.
Mostly cruise speed, as I was advised by Spirit Fox.
So what, polished skin?
Yeah, polished skin, aerodynamic pylons, lightweight power unit, gun sight.
Yeah, I've got an LPU on mine, but I have got the polished skin, and I also went for the aerodynamic pylons as well.
I don't usually use aerodynamic pylons, so I had a couple in from crates just stored up.
Yeah, I think it's because it's slightly on the slow side. I think it actually benefits.
Apparently the cruise speed is excellent, but the boost speed's like mediocre.
Yeah, that's why to use the polished skin. If you work on the principle of boost but strong, the polished skin is an excellent choice.
And I gotta get this thing specialized to get the last engine mount. Oh, frickin' AA guns. I didn't think I was that low.
Ooh, nasty shooting. I'm not giving quite enough lead here.
We have complete control.
Yeah, those first guns on the 210 are a little tricky.
Yeah, I'll have to check and see which guns I've got. Probably our first guns.
Keep it up.
I was listening to the sound effects that were playing on the when I was spectating you. It sounds like the first guns.
It does. They feel very different from my EU guns, so I'm pretty sure they are the first guns.
Yeah, they're not the 30 millimeter cannon. They're whatever one that was on the 190s before, I think.
That's actually probably true. That's exactly how they feel. They feel like a Focke-Wulf 190s guns.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if you've got like a 190 cannon on it. I can't remember the exact caliber, but it's one of those.
Yeah, I mean they're fine guns. It's just that I'm not giving them the lead.
I mean, if you're not ready for that kind of gun, then you're not going to pull up enough lead by default. So, yeah.
There we go. It's another one. Oh, we're going to run out of time unless I can somehow whiff a kill with the rockets here. Thought I was going to get my first Golubev. Never mind.
We'll be waiting for you back home.
Golubev is, like,
Super.
difficult to get consistently.
I tend to be very conservative with it. I tend to go for head-on shots. The way to do it, head towards an airfield, line up the first heavy whilst it's coming towards you, get its attention with a couple of shots, and then hit it with a couple of rockets. Do the same with the second, but only a second rocket.
Mm-hmm.
But try and whittle it down more with the guns first. That gives you two Golubev kills towards the Golubev. Reload, and then you should be able to pick one off. If you've taken the airfield, you can get repairs as well. So
Yeah, that's how I did it the first time I got a Golubev. And then I got an F-94D. And I've kind of just been, I don't know, just vibing and then getting Golubev in the process.
yeah, I've got the MK1 108s on here. That's why it feels different.
Ah, 108s. That's why, yeah. That's the 109Z gun.
Got the rockets. Got the top end. Oh, I haven't fitted the top engine. How silly. Okay, that's the top engine, and yeah, it's 40,000 to the guns, and I've got 15,000. Right, so I think that's your choice now.
My choice now. Well, if you were still working on that, we can go tier 8 again. I'll just fly something different for variety's sake.
Absolutely, go for that, but I'm going to go for an ME329.
I'm working on my KI-94 too. I've got how many upgrades do I have on this? I have the top wing gun, and so I need the airframe and both engines. So yeah.
Okay, sounds like work that we can do. Punk Rock comments that freezing rain is annoying. It's actually pretty dangerous in Montreal if you get huge, great gobbets of it.
Freezing rain's incredibly dangerous here in the south when it happens, because we don't have any anti-ice infrastructure at all, because it rarely ever
just getting
snows.
hit by it. In Montreal, it can get, if you get the right conditions, it can get big enough to do you a pretty serious injury
Well, like
when it
falling
hits you directly.
swords.
More blunt force trauma, I believe, but yeah,
Oh,
obviously
falling
the conditions.
clubs.
The conditions of being icy, would be awkward. The UK has that problem because we only have 5 or 6 icy days a year normally. When it is icy, it normally catches us out, and people lob their cars into the ditches by the side of the roads and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because we don't have any chains or anything, it's just not worth it.
See, the reason snow is such a big deal where I live specifically is because the snow doesn't just melt. It turns to ice. If the snow just melted away, we wouldn't really have that big of a deal. But it turns to ice and it sticks around for a bit longer. And I don't really know why, considering the heat we typically have. But,
Yeah.
I'm not going to be a meteorologist.
Punk Rock's also saying that when cold water hits a windscreen, or windshield as he called it, as you would in America, windscreen in the UK, and freezes, that's really dangerous. I have a cat that's 3 years old, Dilly, who's just by the side of the stream, and she's only seen snow once in her short life. Very rarely falls in my part of the country now, snow.
Alright, looks like we have a player 262 and a player TU12.
Yeah, not a great combination. This is not a good map for you.
No, it's not. Of all the times I don't pick my P51.
Or indeed the P82.
Or the P82, ironically enough.
Yeah, I'm going to actually try and get hold of the military base first.
Yeah, I'll, do you want me to accompany you there, or just go garrison?
It would be useful if you went there as well, because you're probably going to have to shoot down one or two aircraft to help me.
Get ready for action. Let's go.
And then I'll go to the mining plant.
Yeah, it works. That works out. Encoding overloaded? I've already turned down the video settings once. Oh, I love when the bots spawn with damage already. That makes things a little easier.
That also tells you that the game thinks we're at a disadvantage. Or so I believe.
I think it just means that the ADA spawned inside each other.
Could be. Or they collided.
That too, yeah. Looks to me as if all the ADAs are dead. I see a Seahawk flying in.
Okay, you're free, because obviously I've now captured the sector.
Great, I'm gonna chase the Seahawk who's flying away.
So my apologies for last week.
Ah, you're fine. Things were out of your control.
They were. Unfortunately, the horse was an absolute sod to catch. Tried to kick me on more than one occasion. I can't really blame him, because the 2 days previously I'd taken him in for dental treatment, which obviously he didn't enjoy, so he's thinking, you caught me 2 days ago and subjected me to dentist. You're not doing that again. So it took us several hours to catch him, and by that time I was at the back of the queue for works on the hooves, which took me all the way through to mid-afternoon before I actually even left the stables.
Oh man.
So that would have been 2/3 of the way through the stream.
Well, the show did go on without you.
Yes, I know. I'm most gratified to see that it did. Okay, that's the plant under control.
Great. I showed up a little too late to save the garrison, but I'm hoping to be able to flip it.
Good luck.
Oh, hello.
I think their Tu-12 has gone across to our military base because
They- I
they haven't
think-
got theirs.
Yeah, I think what his plan was is he capped the mining plant and he's going to our military base now.
Difficult move. Let's hope these heavies can actually delay them taking their military base so I can get stuck in. One of them's been shot down. If the other one gets shot down, they take it just as I arrive again. Let's try and get some tents down to try and delay that. Car!
Wow.
As I cross the boundary.
Wow. That's unfortunate. Well, I have the garrison.
That's good. Well, you've got quite a few aircraft probably going to head your way from the
Military base?
military base. Once they've disposed of the heavy, I've turned away to try and hide myself.
I see you, the Seahawk.
Will leave. And that didn't work. Oh no, it's the human he's watching. So I think he's... Yeah, he's coming straight at me.
Yeah, that's a 262.
Yep, that's all right. If he didn't have the other heavy, I'd probably surprise him by being able to outmaneuver him now.
I am on my way to try and help what little I can with this fragile piece of paper I'm flying here.
Yeah, if you can shoot the Tempest or something like that.
Yeah.
The heavy's not an issue to me. I can maneuver with him.
Yeah. I'm on my way.
Oh, he's broken off, interestingly.
Oh, he's shooting
coming
at
for
me!
you. Yeah. He's realised what the problem is.
Ow! Okay, got rammed. That's not good.
How do you keep getting rammed?
I don't know. He was not going to hit me.
It's coming for you again.
The Tempest? He's dead!
Well, the ME-262 probably did the damage. Okay, if you can go and do a little bit of defence at
Yep.
our military base.
Yep. That was going to be my first instinct, although it looks like our defenses are holding.
Yeah, you can't save the mining plants, though.
No, nothing I can do about the mining plant, but
I will hang around there and try and retake it when it goes.
somehow we've held our missile base.
We've had to yield the plant to the enemy. Regroup and
I'm going to have to crash the plane. I've spawned underground.
Oh. Wait, have you tried pressing enter twice?
Yes, underground. It's not the
Oh.
problem with chat.
Oh, okay.
It's not the problem where you focus another aircraft.
Well, the good news is we flipped their mining plant, so...
Indeed. And I've lost very little time, so it doesn't really matter.
Alright, military base saved. There's probably a bomber on their way over here, isn't it?
I would have thought so.
Yeah, he's still over the missile... No, he's over the mining plant, but yeah. I might actually try and run intercept.
Don't bother, I think I might get him.
Oh! Yeah, he's low. Yeah, you got him, nice.
Yeah, I had to ram him, but I killed him.
Alright, going back garrison.
Receiving reports about rapidly deteriorating weather conditions. Support will be unable to reach you. Do you read me? Over.
Of course, I took out the Tempest, the frame before everything unlocked. Which is just lovely.
Okay, got our plant back. I'm going to dump the aircraft. Get a nice fresh one. pair of multi-rolls in our military base.
That could be a problem. I'm
No way to bring
We are
otherwise.
losing,
I am
so
otherwise
I would recommend you get the
engaged.
sector. Yeah, I'd get the sector if you can.
Yeah, working on it. My guns keep overheating, which is annoying, but that's Japanese aircraft.
We can get our noses in front, we get to the count on the plant first. Definitely need to take that sector.
There, we have it.
I would suggest you go back and try and get the multi-rolls off the military base
Alright.
without getting shot down by the one that's behind you.
I'm getting dove. Yeah, okay. Hello, I-260. How are you? I'm having to divert this.
Yeah, you don't want to let that have another shot at you, you're right.
And I'm at 100 health now, so... Looks like he's turned away.
Yeah, remember you can shoot you at long distance though.
Yeah, well, he's going back to his mining plant to defend it, so... Oh, great, there's 2 attack planes and the bomber over here. So that's,
Great job today.
We got the count first. My calculations were right.
wow. That was gonna be close.
Yeah, well, I was watching the plant counts. I knew we'd get there first. Super, super. Pardon me, I've got a bit of a frog in my throat today.
Mm. Oh, KI-94-2 pilot's proficiency is trained to 100%.
Woohoo!
And I can research the engine, which I shall do.
6,000. What do I need? 141,000. Okay. Right, my choice, I guess.
Yeah, it is your choice.
Let's go up to tier 10 then.
Tier 10. I don't have the F-84F yet. Working on it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to rebuild my credit supply before I buy it. Because it's like 6,500,000, and I'm probably going to have to spend another 1,500,000 on servicing and stuff. So I'm just trying to get up to like 25 million before I buy it.
Okay.
And then once I do that, I can go back to my rule of I don't buy any planes if I'm below 20 million credits. I broke that rule.
My rule is about 20 credits.
I broke that rule, and then I've spent a month on like 14 million consistently.
I tend to try and get working capital of something like 10 to 12 million. That seems to work because I only acquire planes probably once or twice a month.
If I have a lot of free time, I think I can get 4 planes a month. Even faster if they're like low tier, like up to like tier 6 aircraft.
Yeah, that's pretty quick. That's pretty quick.
But that's if I have a lot of time. I don't always have that. Mining plants and garrisons.
You are approaching
I thought about taking out the F-7U. Probably should have.
I'll use my bombs at ours and then get going.
Oh, well, they don't have any, They don't have any player ground attack, so this could actually be a fairly even match.
You should be able to deal with their yak easily enough.
Off we go.
We'll see. I have been caught by surprise by what I think was a couple of speed build yaks.
And what's your F-86? Combined speed and maneuverability, I guess.
Like, he outmaneuvered me for sure, but he kept up with me in the short term, which is what surprised me.
Accelerate really well, so in the short term they will get to you. You want to be going like the clappers when you go after them, if you so they can't speed up enough.
What I need to do is I need to find some experimental parts to put on this plane here. And
Never, not usually an easy thing to come by.
I know. I'm hoping the marathon for that Italian heavy fighter crates will actually give me some good things, because I've been having
Oh, I hope.
I've been having a
hope
rotten
so.
luck with crates.
I'd like to hope that's true.
There's only one airplane I'm missing from the red crates, like the ones you get at the end of the week. It's just the Yak 3RD. That's it. I get that, and I have every plane I can get from those.
Yeah, I've not been lucky with my crates so far on the NA server. Not one of the weekly crates has produced a plane.
Well, you're probably going to get something junky like the F2A1.
Yeah.
Most of them give you, like, Tier 3, Tier 4 junk. I found the Yak 30. He seems to be otherwise occupied.
Best thing for Yak 30, that being otherwise occupied.
Set him on fire. Let's see.
I haven't seen their ME-262 yet.
Oh, that's because he's diving me.
Okay. Interesting choice.
Was that the 262 or is... Oh no, that's the P228. So, which means that right there is your 262 friend over there. Just tagged him.
Thank you. Read this down first. Okay. Shame. Shame. I was hoping that might be a real chimney, but it's not.
Oh, hello, Yak. Is he flying at me or is he flying at something else? Oh, what the hell? Oh, a Jawa. You know, I saw that Jawa off my right wing, and I thought, that looks kind of like a Jawa. It shouldn't notice me. I'm moving past. Nope.
Glued onto you like a limpet.
Dead.
That's inconvenient. I just lost my engine again.
I see the 262.
Horrible ground attacker.
Well, what'd he do?
Their bot ground attacker turned on me rather than bomb the plant.
Ooh.
One of their bots, so I've lost most of my health. I'm going to have to recover some health here.
Yeah, I bet that caught you by surprise.
It did a little. I was very determined to try and kill the other ground attack that I was attacking all the time.
Oh, well, he's dead.
Keep it up. Victory is almost ours.
Oh, go away, I-215. Oh, I missed my bomb. That's a shame. I've just missed out on a Gabreski medal.
Oh. Well, I mean, if you haven't died yet, you still got a chance.
No,
nope, there you go.
I only had one bomb left and I needed 2 targets. I dropped a bomb and it didn't destroy the target.
Oh.
Receiving reports about
So remember, the ground attacker took off most of my health. So what had to happen there was I needed to get in, bomb 2 targets, and then if I got shot down, I'd then have what I needed for a Gabreski medal. But as soon as I missed the first target, it was all over. Never mind.
The mining plants are going to win us the game anyway.
No, yeah. Winning the game wasn't an issue.
victory is ours.
It was.
We're waiting for your
I literally
return.
two ground targets, and that was the Gabreski medal. And the first one, it failed to destroy the ground target.
I'm surprised the Yak 30 didn't give me as much trouble as I expected. The Yak 30s have been really difficult to deal with from time to time, and that guy just kind of didn't.
There you go. You got one of those.
I guess, yeah, didn't I?
Okay, your choice.
My choice. Let's go to 5.
Okie dokie.
Let's go to 5.
What are we trying to progress here?
KI 45. Well, I say that, I'm trying to research the KI 102. Which I have heard and seen is like a really, really good heavy fighter at tier 6.
That would be correct.
I was surprised though. I've got all the upgrades on the KI 45, and it's actually not that bad of a machine.
Ooh, no, that's a tier 6. Sorry, I'm just looking to see if there's anything I can play at tier 5 which will get me progression.
Like progressing down the tech tree kind of thing?
Correct. Yeah. And the answer is no, so I'm free to play whatever I'd like at tier 5. Okie dokie. Well, in that case, we may as well kit up this. Very quickly, I'm going to kit up a P38F because I need to backfill in the P38J. I went to the heavies, the other route, as it were, the top tier heavies. Right, let's quickly get some.
You used the. So, did you go through the F6U or the F4U?
Truthful, I can't tell. Remember, rather.
Did you start with the F2H or F7F?
I don't know. I literally don't know how I got there because I can't remember.
Well, you have the pancakes, so you must have started with the F7F.
Oh, there you go. I defer to your greater knowledge.
I mean, I'm literally looking at my American tech tree right now.
Yeah, I believe you. Let's just put the stock ones on. Let's get some consumables on. I won't bother doing any calibration or anything. First aid dressing package, engine cooling, universal ammunition. That'll do, right? So I think I'm ready to go.
Great. Yeah, I'm about as ready to go as I can be, because don't have all the slots on this, but it does have a gas-operated action, so, you know.
Actually, I should have checked to see if I could upgrade anything first. Never mind. We'll play it as it is. Otherwise, we might go into a ghost battle if I drop out. Aaron Rodgers will own this game against the Vikings for the Jets. I don't think so.
I don't know. I mean, as far as I care, they're both Yankee state teams, and
Well, let's put it this way: a very ordinary Denver Broncos team were able to stop the Jets from even scoring a touchdown last week.
I don't remember the Jets ever being good. Like, from what I've heard, I don't remember the Jets ever being good. Not in my lifetime,
Actually,
anyway.
in all truth, I can't remember the Jets being good either.
Seriously, they play in London?
Lots, yeah. I mean, in fact, actually, one of the London games has now been hived off to Germany, so they're playing in Frankfurt as well. So you've got games, I believe, now in Brazil, Mexico, 3 in London and 1 in Germany. It used to be 4 games a year in London, but that changed a couple of years ago when they moved one out to Frankfurt.
That's
The Jags almost always play twice a year in London.
that just blows my mind.
I've been several times. In fact, it's only since COVID that I've stopped going.
I genuinely didn't think Europeans liked American football.
It's got a small but dedicated following, I would say. And it's certainly enough to fill out London, say Wembley Arena, although nowadays more of the London games are played at a stadium, a football stadium called Tottenham Hotspur, or Spurs as we all call it. I'm going to go to the airfield.
Yeah, okay. You'll pardon my surprise then.
So it's the Alliance Arena in Frankfurt, I believe. I'm not sure where they play in Mexico and Brazil. But yeah, the London games have been going for more than a decade.
No clue. No idea.
I think the problem with American football is that for all that it is going to have people prepared to pay to watch American football, it's probably not going to be a game that develops at the grassroots. And the simple reason for that is American football teams are very expensive to kit out compared to football teams.
Yes. All you need for protective gear for one is shin guards, and the other one you need helmets, shoulder pads. There's like millions of dollars going into research and development for equipment for
the
football.
helmets as well. The helmets in particular are really becoming really important now because of the need to try and avoid concussion. So one of the prominent quarterbacks in the NFL at the moment, he's in a pretty awkward situation. He's had 4 concussions in 3 years.
Yikes.
That's the Miami Dolphins quarterback,
I'm dead.
Tuiga Tagovailoa or something like that. Anyway, if he's been wearing one of the new helmets and still got a concussion, that's a serious problem.
Yeah, it means the helmets aren't too good. They don't do their job.
Not good enough.
You know, they've been spending millions of dollars in helmet research and design for years.
Indeed they have. Indeed they have.
The enemy is launching rockets at us from the military base. Take action.
What is that? Heavy. Oh, that's a Key 45 as well. Can you get... Oh, where are you?
Airfield, I died.
Airfield.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, the Key... I didn't realise they had a Key 45 bot, and unfortunately it's latched onto me.
Oh, it looks like he broke off.
Yeah. Fortunately, our multi-roll saw the problem. Tuiga Tagovailoa, I think it is.
Our military
Ooh,
base
there's an XP-55 over that airfield.
will make things easier for you.
That might be a problem.
Salway Clausewitz, I'm doing fine, enjoying my stream with F-22 Hunter and talking American football, which has come to London this week. And then is here for the next 2 weekends as well.
The fact they play in London is genuinely something that took me by surprise, which is why it's been brought up again. I was not ready to hear that. Wow, my aim with this gun is shoddy. Okay, ouch. Oh, he's on fire, though.
That's something. Right, I took out their Key 45 bot again, but I died in doing so. I've got the wrong guns on this. But not to worry.
Alright, XP-55 is down. I should just take out this last boomerang here, and that should, in theory, flip the sector. I say
Yeah,
in
I'm
theory.
talking about hitting out a Treen Clausewitz, hitting out an American football team. And remember, it's actually 2 teams, not 1. It's vastly more expensive than hitting out a soccer team. And I'm talking about the grassroots sport here, at schools, which is why I don't think it will catch on in a big way at grassroots. But there are plenty of fans willing to pay good money to go and see games in London every year. I should know, I've been them. So I've seen the Dolphins, I've seen Kansas City Chiefs, I've seen the Raiders, I've seen the LA Rams, and so on and so on. Wanted to see the Packers versus the Giants last year, but unfortunately the person I go with, my nephew, wasn't able to get across. And this year he got struck down by illness when the tickets went on sale, and I didn't realise. He normally buys the tickets, and I only realised afterwards that he'd been pretty badly ill and hadn't been able to get any tickets.
No, that's unfortunate.
We'll go next year, I'm sure.
So at this point, I have to ask, do you have a favorite NFL team?
Sort of marginally the Giants, so basically not really a football team at all. They haven't been very good for a long time. Occasionally they have the moments. Actually, they beat the Packers last year in London. That would have been a good game to see. You're going to get P40'd, aren't you?
I am.
I'm going to have to run, unfortunately. I'd really like to get hold of their military base, but I need to get away from the P40 first.
Yeah, he's after you for sure.
May have to just drag him to the side. Oh, I've got the ME-410.
Yeah,
well.
he was over that zone guarding it.
Okay. Fortunately, the P40 broke off, so I can outturn the ME-410, but if the P40 comes to me...
Oh, we just took the airfield. I could have spawned there. Well, I'm on my way as fast as I can, which is not very fast at all because Japanese plane. But
He's running.
Oh yeah, I see him. He's actually running at me.
Yep. I'm just filling in full of holes. He's unfortunately shot at my engine with his rear gunner.
2, 1.
There's a heavy storm here.
All right.
Unable to proceed. Return into base. Do you copy?
Finish him? Thank you. Okay. I'm out, unfortunately.
Oh. Yeah, he went out, turned around, and then ignored me to take you out.
Make sure you get the military base.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Erica, good afternoon to you. How are you? Or good morning to you. What have you got planned this lovely Sunday? Do tell. Have you got ordnance?
I've already dropped them on the center structure.
Okay. So you're presumably going to have to finish that off? Or
Yeah,
was
yeah,
that
I'm gonna have to finish that off. If this Beaufighter would die... Thank you.
Might be lucky. Just don't get bombed by the bomber. Oh, bomber.
Yeah. There we go.
Controlling the military bases.
Super.
I just had to dodge the AA.
We are
Okay.
losing the military base. There are too many enemy aircraft.
Alright, guess I'm gonna make a run through this garrison here since it's in between me and the military base.
Wow! That ME410 of theirs, 7,615 personal points, and the Hero of the Sky.
Yeah, he's had a good game.
Yeah, but only 7,000. That's the lowest I've ever seen for one of those.
Well, I think heavy fighters are the easiest planes to get Hero of the Sky in.
That's correct.
Considering, oh, good grief. Okay, that's a boomerang. That's a boomerang, and I have a wing crit, which is really not ideal.
Dive. You've got an opportunity to dive now.
Oh, good. We flipped the zone.
Yes. Or he dies because we fit. So, okay. I hope the vaccinations are a trivial task. I'm sure they will be, Erica.
Anyway, as I was saying, the heavy fighters get a lot of points for just killing bombers and ground attackers. All you really need to do to get Hero of the Sky is just do that a bunch, and you'll get it.
Even so, 7,615 is a very low number of points to get a Hero of the Sky. So 8,615 by the end of the game if he stayed.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, let me just quickly go and see if I can actually do any upgrades on this. I actually flew in there with everything totally stock.
Oof.
Which is why I didn't kill the ME410.
Yeah, you should have been able to keep up with the P-38.
Yeah, he shot my engine out
That'll do
with
it.
his rig. He was very lucky.
That'll
He's
do
a very
it.
lucky boy.
That'll do it.
So that needs researching. Yeah, I didn't mount the guns, which I could have purchased. All the bombs. Oh, right, okay, so that's available for next time. Right, my call. Right, I'm going tier 7, I think.
Tier 7?
Tier 7.
Alright, sure thing. Tier 7, in my opinion, if you
The best tier in the game.
if you ignore the 109K6, Tier 7 is the most balanced tier in the game.
Except that it meets tier 8, which is the most unbalanced tier in the game.
Yes, but plane for plane, Tier 7's the most balanced in the entire game.
That's certainly an arguable point, I would say.
If you ignore the K6. Once you throw the K6 in there, it throws everything out of whack, I'm going to be completely honest.
No Clausewitz. Still debating whether I'm going to buy the expansions, the DLCs for Crusader Kings 3, but even if I do, I won't be playing that until Christmas, probably. I've got U-Boat lined up. I might dabble in that sometime. At the moment, my time's a bit short.
Yeah, aren't you doing testing for that new plane?
Oh, yes, and I've been testing a certain Italian heavy. You're quite right.
Mm-hmm. I'm just happy it's centered with the center line. That drives me nuts. That drives me nuts that every other plane, including the bombers, are, and the Betty isn't.
Yeah, I didn't win the lottery on Friday, Clausewitz, otherwise I would have retired.
World of Warplanes is underrated. You're right, Bolshaka. Also, welcome to the stream.
Good afternoon.
I am flying with some British chap called Noble Q. Don't know if you came from him or if you just found me on YouTube. But if you found me on YouTube, I've pinned the link to Q's Twitch stream at the top of the chat.
You know, what makes you think I'm British?
I don't know, really.
Oh, I say. It's the fact that I like tea and cucumber sandwiches.
Now, do you like beans on toast? Now, that's the telltale sign of a British person.
I love beans on toast.
Ah,
especially
see,
with
there you
grated
go.
cheese.
There you go.
Area of combat operations. Be ready.
There you go. He's got the weird diet to prove it, folks.
I'm also fond of the Bakewell tart, but don't tell anyone, particularly not my wife.
I don't know what that is, actually.
I know you don't, but I do, and all Britons will know him instantly. I can't talk about all British desserts that I like because there would be a term I would use on stream that instantly everybody else around the world would think I was making some sort of scummy porn reference.
Oh. Holy crap, okay.
Let's roll.
Yeah, but I love to tell Americans when we're talking British puddings are the element of British cuisine that nobody else in the world can beat. Sticky toffee pudding, Bakewell tart, and then spotted, and then I can't say anything further. I didn't realise you'd come to the airfield.
Yeah. I usually go to the airfield in this map first. It's a bot match anyway, so, you know.
Oh, you're absolutely right, Bibbity Benno. When I drop, and also on stream, I have to keep up this outrageous English manner of speaking. Bibbity, I know you were in game earlier. Are you still in game? Actually, I've got a bit. As I say, I've got a bit of a fog in the throat today. I'm not speaking because clearly as I would normally.
I'm actually really looking forward to the Italian Heavy, because I like the Italian Light Fighter, which I missed the Marathon for, so I had to buy it this year, but it was a good buy.
Okay, well I'm glad you're looking forward to it. Obviously I cannot comment.
I know, you can't say nothing.
I did submit my evaluation of it on Saturday to the World of Warplanes team. I'm aware of at least 2 other people who are testing it.
We've taken control of the airfield.
I'm getting fired from.
Yo, I'd love to be among the group that's testing these planes, but I know for a fact I'm gonna have a really hard time keeping my mouth shut about the plane. So maybe it's a good thing I don't test these things.
Yeah, it's all ever so easy to make a mistake as well. The key thing about not revealing anything about the plane is because, of course, until they get into the game, they're still subject to change.
Mm-hmm.
So, in fact, even once they get into the game, they can occasionally be changed. They did that with the RE 2005. They actually buffed it mid-marathon.
Yeah, that's what I remember being told, is that when this marathon was going on, it was initially too weak, and so they buffed it as the marathon was happening.
That's right. I've never known them do that before, but it is quite frequent that they will change an aircraft before they release it. So the G4M2 got some quite significant changes before it was released, I can tell you.
I know the Tempest got some changes.
The Tempest also got some very significant changes. The Tempest had absolutely terrible guns initially.
Well, I'm glad those got changed then, because that's some of the best guns at Tier 8 I've seen.
Yeah.
At least consistency-wise.
They were a real handful originally.
Oh look, there's an F7F. I'm gonna kill that now. I absolutely hate that plane.
It's burning. I wonder if that will actually burn out. It wasn't my fire anyway. Oh, air defense aircraft. Right, okay, what's next?
They have a garrison and they have an airfield. Oh, hello, Yak 9, you. Get set on fire. he didn't die over the zone. That's a little annoying. Oh, okay, that was a big cannon flash. What's hitting me now? Oh, Akamatsu! Sweet. Oh, it's another Yak 9U.
Oh, the I-1629. You know, that's got lots of good ordnance, bippity. The guns are just a tad on the weak side. It's a plane I always think would be really good for Gabreski medals, but in fact it's not quite got the gun firepower to make it...
Nah, it's like, it's good for ground targets, it's not really great for air targets.
I would agree with that.
There are some people on NA that would say it's the worst premium in the game. They're wrong, that's the C714.
That's a pretty poor aircraft, that's for sure.
I have a video talking about that, actually. Well,
Ain't it, he says it's the worst premium aircraft in the game.
yeah. And then I go fly it to prove the point.
I flew this aircraft, so you don't have to.
Yep. I specialize this aircraft, so you don't have to.
Oh, I finally finished specialising the XF46U-4.
Oh, I did too,
During the week.
actually. Like
On the
last
EU
night.
server, I should say. Well, that melted, didn't it?
Well, yeah, that grind was, I think that grind had started before we started doing this, so.
Do you read me? Over.
Yeah, I think it's probably the case. I'm going to leave them with that. Oh, I've taken it anyway.
Hello, I-210.
Absolutely, free premium. It's actually, I actually think it's a fairly interesting aircraft.
Which one? The XF4U6? Or...
I-1629.
Oh, the
One of these
I-1629.
days, I will get a Gabreski medal in it. It's certainly, I'll be happy with it coming out of a crate free. I'm not going to the airfield.
Airfield's, pretty much flipped anyway.
Yeah. He said it. It came out on stream.
That's it. There's no way to break through for you now. You're on your own.
How are we doing here?
I will say, if you do, like... If you do have the goal of getting a Gabreski and an I-1629, you could literally make that... You could make that a video by just recording every game until you do, and then just making a video out of the game you
Strangely
did.
enough, that's what I tend to do when I'm doing testing. But I got thrown this time. I had a pretty good game in the SM91, which I thought was a worthy candidate for a future video. But then the World of Warplanes teams, not in that context, but they dropped the remark saying we might change the aircraft. And at that point, you're thinking, I can't really show a video of the plane when it's different to the one that people are going to get.
Yeah.
Good evening, Comrade Hawken. How are you? I hope you're well. What is it? 4:45?
Should be my pick now, yeah?
It is, yes. Ooh. Oh, you're going to try and take down aircraft. I'm rubbish at that, using non-air-to-air rockets for...
Oh, I do that with my Corsairs all the time.
I'm terrible at it. It's one of my weakest points in the game. Hitting things with rockets I am really bad at.
You know what? Let's stay in 7.
Ooh, nice, comrade. Okay, let's stay in 7. Okay, so I shall go multi-roll, I think. F4U. I think I've actually got the F2G now as well. So maybe I won't go multi-roll. What have I got in 7? I could fly. I don't need to do any more work with the BF. Oh, hang on. I do. I need to do more work with the BF-109G.
I do as well, but I just specialized this plane and I want to fly it again.
I think I need the TA-152 off it. Let me just check that. Or am I doing that from the Focke-Wulf? No, I'm doing it from the BF-109G. Good. Okay, it's BF-109G it is.
You're going after the 152?
Yeah, I mean, for an aircraft which is designed to attack ground targets, I always think picking the Rocketeer skill is a bit of a waste of 2 points, comrade. And it's never been enough of an issue with me to want to try and learn to use air-to-air rockets, sorry, air-to-ground rockets against other aircraft.
Oh, well, it's quite simple, actually. At least in the Corsairs, just get them at a head-on, rotate along the longitudinal axis, and then just spam the R button, shoot your rockets.
You are approaching the area of
That typically does it.
operations.
And watch me miss.
Oh.
I-220, F4U, Dorney, I'm going to try the... No, I'm going to go to the command centre, that's more important. And then, with a bit of luck, I'll get to the airfield.
Ooh, KW500, G-Man, and Red Rider.
Get ready for action. Let's go.
Yeah, I'll probably go command center as well. Or if you're going to the close one, I'll go to the far one.
That's a good call. We might get both that way.
I've got a cruise speed build going on here with a upgraded engine and polished skin, so...
Yep. What about the pylons? What have you done with those?
I think they're hard points, so I can have a faster ordnance reload.
Yep. I think that's pretty similar to the build I opted for.
Because if there is one thing I can't stand when I have ordnance, is just not having the ordnance.
I'm a heretic. I fly my P-38L without any ordnance.
It's not heretical, just not something I would do. Ow. Okay, that turned into a ram attack. Didn't plan for it to be a ram attack, but you know what?
Still puzzled how you get rammed so much.
You could call it a skill issue.
Okay.
In reality, I probably just go for too many head-ons, and that's it.
My 220 human player is coming in from our left.
Yeah, I sent him to spawn a second ago, so he's...
Oh, he's after you. He's got no interest in me.
Mm-hmm. Actually, he's going after our ground attacker, which I think is a stupid decision on his part.
That is a weird decision.
Like that guy's pretty all right in the game. I'm surprised he made that decision. I say that a lot whenever we do this. There are players that I generally think of like, hey, they're actually really good, and then they make the weirdest decisions when I'm streaming. I'm like, why are you doing that? I just praised you.
Commentator's curse.
It's like, I just praised you. Why are you doing such a dumb thing?
You thought G-Man got banned for life? Do tell, Liberty. Why would he have been banned anyway? Oh, actually, don't tell. Say.
G-Man got banned for life? For what?
If you want to tell us, please don't do it on stream.
I was legitimately playing with him Friday.
We've taken over the forward airfield. Nice work.
Nice guy. There's not really anything that he could be banned for, I would thought.
Maybe it's a different G-Man.
Wait, was it that weird message that the one guy sent in the main Warplanes server? Saying that the guy who sent it got banned from a certain clan for life?
I don't know.
I don't know. All I know is they have both mining plants, and we can't let them have that.
Yeah, if you want to explain that, Liberty, then I suggest you either drop a Twitch message or in my Discord. But I think what we'll do is we won't do it on stream.
Fair
We
enough.
don't mind. I don't think you were going to anyway. I actually said, please, oh, what happened there? And then I thought, oh, hang on, I don't think I want to invite that comment.
My pilot's injured. How rude.
Maybe he's changed liberty.
Ah, missed the rocket.
Good job, pilots. Now we control the plant.
Both ground attackers shot out my engine.
Oof. That is rough.
That's really annoying.
You want to know something somewhat ironic? I do more ground target damage in my multi-rolls than I do in my ground attackers.
That's odd.
It is odd. Alright, there goes Red Rider. Goodbye, Red Rider. Go right into the sunset, why don't you?
Literally took the airfield as I spawned.
That is unfortunate timing, isn't it?
About more than half our team over that plant. I hope we take it soon.
I do as well. Oh, I got a fire on that building, so that one's dead.
Be advised, a line of thunderstorms is approaching. We'll soon be unable to provide support. Do you copy? Over.
I'm guessing you've got no ordnance at the moment.
Just got it back.
Oh, Lord!
Plant. It's half the battle.
Unbelievable. I come to this command centre, one shot from the I-220, literally one shot lands, takes off a wing.
That's
Something else then
unfortunate.
takes my tail off with one shot, and then something else hits me with one shot and takes off my other wing.
That's unfortunate.
Unbelievable. Just one shot, both occasions.
There's no way to break through for you now. You're on your own.
Right, I should go and deal with them. I should put the I-220 out of the game. Can't believe he got that shot in. This game does that all too frequently.
Attention, all fighters.
You're about to outmaneuver an opponent, get away from them, and the game imposes a critical on you that stops you from doing those things. That bomber needs to be taken out.
I would, but I don't have the altitude to get up to the bomber.
Probably not going to be you, I agree. Unbelievable. First shot from the bot. ADA took out my pilot. Oh, and now something's got a fire on me.
You just have the worst luck in regards to criticals, don't you?
And that fire took out my wing. That's unbelievable. My pilot's been shot again as well.
Yeah, you're not looking too healthy there, bud.
The I-220, because of that, the I-220 was able to kill me. I've never known that before, a fire destroy a wing.
It's happened to me a couple of times. Doesn't, not too often.
Great job today.
That was
We'll be waiting for you
frustrating.
back home.
I went over there specifically to kill him and I ended up getting critical 3 times. That was 8 critical, sorry, not 8, that's exaggerating, that's 6 criticals I took in quick succession over the command centre. Wow.
I mean, so if you're running the upgraded engine, then you are more likely to get caught on fire. That's
The one thing I didn't lose was my engine.
well, I mean, it just increases the fire chance. Period. So
Okay, so one of the criticals was a fire.
one of them. How many criticals did you get? I'm gonna look real quick.
6. Oh, well, in total, I'm not sure.
5.
I got
You
I
had
got
your
a fire. They're counting one that did double damage as one.
so
The fire destroyed my wing.
So they're counting the game says that you had your tail crit out by McHale in an LA7. An ME265 crit out your engine and both your wings. And an IL-20 crit out your
hang
tail.
So let me just explain. Before I went to the command center, much earlier in the game, I shot down 1.5 ground attackers. They're the ones who took out my engines.
Mm.
Over the command center, the first time I went there, I lost both wings and my tail, so it was 3 criticals. And then when I went back, I got it set on fire. Sorry, I lost my pilot. I was then instantly set on fire, and when the fire went out, it destroyed my wing.
How odd. Because the game's not showing a pilot crit or a fire, but I'm sure that's probably just some kind of error in the game then.
Yeah, absolutely. Sergeant Zach in there with the 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much. I do not deserve this. And interestingly, it's a good job I saw that come up. That's... I must need to log into my alerts provider. I must have logged out of it because we got a non-standard alert there. Thank you so much, Sergeant Zach. I much appreciate that. Well, that was really irritating. That game frustrated me.
Well, it's your pick.
Okay. Let's do a bit of Tier 8, and I'll fly the Corsair F2G.
Oh, I love the F2G personally. I think it's a really solid airframe.
I like it.
Let's see, Tier
2.
8. In the name of doing something different, I pick this. It is certainly different.
Yeah, that's the one I'm working towards on the BF-109G. I've opted to do it from that plane, not from the multi-role.
I went through the 190s first because I wanted to add more multi-rolls to my hangar, and someone in the clan said, "Get the German ones." Yeah, that was a trip. Those are certainly some planes.
If you get them into the right groove, they're excellent. But it is very easy to put them in the wrong place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It's also going well. I just got a bit frustrated in that last one because I got critical to death.
You
but
got
other than that, it's been good.
You got absolutely shredded in that last one. And I'm not really sure how you kept getting crit after crit after crit hit on you.
Yeah, well, you heard me call them as I got them.
Yeah.
So, well, that one took my tail off with one shot. Now my wing's been taken off with one shot, and the other wing's been taken off.
Oh, the fire's got my other wing.
I was very confident with the plane that I was going to go in there and dispose of the I-220, but the criticals just completely stopped me.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of their job.
Okay, so we've got an area denier on the other side, P-61.
Oh.
Your big problem is actually the JL-1A-37.
I feel like my big problem is I'm flying a TA-152 against these 2 airplanes.
Well, it's not so bad because you can keep your distance from the P-61 if you're careful, but you won't do that with the JL-1A-37. That will be on you like a rash.
Yeah, I know.
Pilots, get ready for action. Let's go.
And that's Sergeant Zach, so... you know what? No, I'm gonna go for airfield. I was gonna go for garrison, but you're already going that way, so... I'll go airfield.
Yeah. It was kind of on my way.
Mm-hmm.
One of the bots tried to ram me there.
It's not just me.
Tried.
Alright. Let's see here.
I don't really want to use ordnance here, so...
Well, you can take a garrison without destroying any ground targets, so that's possible. Trying to see who's going to be in range first here.
Fly around our Corsair rather artfully.
Ow. That didn't go according to plan at all.
It looks like you've got a heavy bearing down on you.
Potentially. Yeah, I do. It's KI-93.
Which means their P-61 is over the plant. So please do take that airfield.
Yeah, working on it.
Of course, the best I'll be able to do is hold them up here.
Got it. Which is good, because I was going to die.
Wow, pilot out first shot again. There is an SM1. Yeah, the JL1A is here as well. So both their players went to the plant.
Makes sense. That is the most important sector on this map.
I have been able to hold them up slightly. I took one target down. I'm going to go and take the garrison though.
Oh! Ow! Okay, well, we have the airfield, so that's good. Should I make a switch to like a P-80 or something?
Suit yourself. I don't mind.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that, because...
Certainly been much more competitive against the
61 at
JL.
least, yeah.
Well, more the JL.
Yeah, that
Right,
too.
I'm gonna get off to their garrison.
Alright, I see them both over the plant, so I'm gonna see if I can make my way over there. Try and take them out.
Try and wait for company rather than going against both of them.
Oh yeah, fair enough, yeah. Because there's a bomber in there who's getting deleted.
Enemy is concentrating forces near the airfield.
I'll just gain some altitude here and wait. I'd like for them both to be distracted by our ground attackers that are approaching the zone.
How did that not... Interesting, I just destroyed an ADA and nothing happened to the sector capture pie, so I guess something must have
I'm
died
dead.
at exactly the same time.
Well, I got the P-61 though, so, you know.
Okay, that's not bad.
They left the mining plant, which caught me a little bit off guard.
Just wondering whether it might be worth me going there. We're so close to capturing the garrison, though. I think I better concentrate on that.
I got
Let's
away.
get a full. I might just try and fill the P-61 full of a few holes whilst I have a chance.
While he's there, yeah, you might want to do that.
I need a new aircraft anyway, so I don't mind if he turns... He's actually flying away. Great.
Again? Really?
What happened now?
Another head-on ram.
There's something we're going to have to talk about, you and Rams.
Nah, it's fine. It's fine.
Because I think that's going to cost us the airfield.
Well, I took him out with me, so it should have, like, neutralized... Well, see, this is a gripe
It doesn't work that way.
This is a gripe I have with the game. Defending needs to reward more points.
Let me just talk you through that. You get 40 points for killing him, but he gets 60 for killing you.
Yeah, exactly. Let me guess, that's P-61 behind me. It is! Yep. Hi, buddy. You've crit my wing.
Just keep him busy, I'm on him.
I'll out-turn him eventually.
Okay.
Just is that turret gonna kill me first is the question.
I'll turn the other way because we're both turning the same way. Oh!
260. Gotta love it. Gotta love it when that shows up, doesn't it?
Nasty Bob. That's a dead P-61 until that moment. Looks like we might take the plant. I'm going to go that way next.
This damn turret is gonna kill me.
Yeah, we would have killed him had it not been for the IT-60 sniping me out.
When are they gonna
Really?
When are they gonna properly nerf that plane?
Support will not be available.
Good question. They will not nerf it to the point where it's ordinary.
Why? There's
Because
nothing
people's
wrong
pay-
with ordinary.
People pay money for it.
I'm willing to pay money for an XF-15, and that's ordinary.
Most people like their aircraft to be overpowered or powerful. So this was the reasoning with the XP-54.
We cannot support you any longer. The storm is too heavy. Do you copy? Over.
Well, there goes a bomber, and I'm gonna get out the other one, so that should dramatically reduce their ability to take that mining plant from us.
See if I can rocket this P. Oh, I'm going to get killed by something. I don't believe it. The I-260 has sniped me again.
Wow, that's unfortunate.
Twice when I've gone to try and kill the P-60. Admittedly, I'm not sure I would. Don't think I would have killed the P-61. But I was certainly taking chunks out of him, and the I-260 flies in and stops me for a second time. We
Okay.
need to protect the plant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Alright, my engine's back. I've already taken out both their bombers, which reduces their ability to actually flip that zone. So I think I'll get over there and see if I can harass the ground attackers a bit.
Yeah, just watch the multi-roll that's being addressed by the heavy.
Hi,
Make sure it
260. Yeah.
No, don't turn. Just don't get clobbered by him. We're about to get a count, so we should win. Wow, those two just played that game really badly. Although, in their defence, our team of bots actually stopped them from taking that plant for a very, very, very long time, and then we took it fairly quickly.
Yeah, we actually did delay them taking the mining plant, which I think is what gave us the win in the end.
Yeah, I certainly held them up. I took out a 30-point target there.
Mm-hmm.
That was a nasty matchup, but we still came on top. Well played, sir.
Yeah, I think the P-80 swapped helped in that regard.
I think that's almost certainly true.
Because if I had stuck to my guns and played the sniper plane, it probably would not have ended very, very well.
Okay. I believe that was my choice, so...
Let's do 9.
Airframe. I can get the airframe. Let's research the airframe.
I've been flying a lot more 9 recently. I rebought the F6U. I have the F-84. 9 is just one of those awkward tiers where it's like you fight a lot of tier 10, but you also get a lot of tier 8 games where you have a distinct advantage over everyone else. It's not a bad tier per se, but it's just a little awkward, you know?
Yeah, it's not really true on the EU server unless you're playing out of hours. You're likely to get tier 10 bomber spammed matches.
That is another problem with 9, is then you get to where the bomber meta really exists, is in 9 and 10.
I try, Karluk. I would describe myself as being a good pilot, which is a level below quite a few elite pilots that we have in the game. So people like Ray Tusair, Matt on the EU server, Omega on the EU server, Scaru, I think that's how you pronounce it, on the EU server. There's Kayam Invictus on the NA server as well.
There's
I'm not there.
Nova Tempest.
at
I
that
would
level.
throw in that group as well on NA.
Okay.
Just from the way I've seen him play the game, yeah.
But yeah, I'm pretty good. I don't want to sound as if I'm blowing my own horn, but especially at my age, I'm probably better than I ought to be.
Yeah, truth be told, I don't know where my level compares to everyone else. I just kind of exist.
You have a level?
I don't know. Do I?
Attention. You are entering the combat zone.
The idea hadn't actually occurred to me. What are you in? F6U?
Yep. Used to hate this plane. Came back to it, and I'm like, oh, and this thing doesn't
Wow.
suck. This thing doesn't suck as much as I thought.
We've got a problem here. They've got two agile fighters and
Get ready for action.
a tier 10 MiG-15 bis as well.
Yeah,
So
yikes.
I think the airfield is probably not a good place to go.
Not for me, anyway.
Well, not even for me, because this thing, although it hits hard, hasn't got a tremendous amount of manoeuvrability. All
Oh,
three
wait,
of those.
we have 3 9s and they get 10. Ouch. Okay, yeah.
That do.
Ouch, 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 ouch.
There's a lot I could say about ratings 15. For a start, I'd remove anything, all period 1 ratings from the Hall of Fame. Well, that's assuming I wanted to keep the Hall of Fame. I'd actually get rid of the Hall of Fame anyway.
I'd say having the Hall of Fame isn't the worst thing in the world. It's a corrupt data set's all it really is at this point. Get rid of the things that corrupt the data set, and it's fine.
The military base is ours. Prepare to carry out
That would be all the
strike.
planes then.
No, that would just be period 1 stuff and the bombers. Or no, flights.
Also, the servers play very differently, Liberty.
Yeah, because on NA we like to have fun.
Our military base is launching strikes on
But I
the
don't
enemy.
think that's the
This will make
thing.
things easier
It's just
for you.
having more humans in the mix who I'm going to leave it at that. Having more humans in the mix just makes it a very different game. I think I might burn out here. I've just shot down Sergeant Zach, who's also in our game again.
He does that.
Well, on the NA server, it's actually quite hard to avoid, isn't it? You can actually press the button 20 or 30 seconds apart and you'll still end up in the same battle. I just got sniped by an XF-90. Having said that, I had no health, so it didn't really matter.
Hey, I-211, how are you? Ooh, ow, 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 ow. Jawa. Dun dun dun.
The enemy is launching rockets at us from the
When you
military
spawn, can you go to our military base?
Sure. I just flipped their local garrison anyway, so...
I saw. Fantastic job.
I was tempted to go to the airfield, but I saw 2 specialized wings over there.
Watch
I'm
out,
like,
there's
nope.
an XF-90 coming from your left.
Right, it looks like he's turning back towards the garrison.
That's fine.
Ooh, bombers! That's what's over here. And I get my kill stole. So my gun's already... Ah! Freak. The Superfish. Never seen that player before, actually. Oh, I worked so hard to get that garrison. How? Where did I get shot from?
There's another bomber coming in.
Yeah, I see him. I'm on him. There's an F2H on him as well, but...
Try and retake the garrison.
Oh, we lost both of them. Crap.
Yeah, the airfield looks as if it will fall, though. There it goes.
Great.
Oh, ground attacker side. The FJ1's ignoring me. I'll take the ground attacker.
You know, I'm betting my dive speed's better than Sergeant Zach's in that Goblin, so I'm diving. I'm out. Goodbye, Sergeant Zach. Hopefully the other pirate over there can delay the capture of our military base, because I'm gonna go take that garrison.
FJ1 does not maneuver very well.
Really?
That FJ1 does not maneuver very well.
Does he have a speed build on it then?
I have no idea. I just outmaneuvered him very easily.
Oh, I just lost game audio. Oh, I hate when this happens. I might have to restart the game.
Yep. Not a bad call. Okay, got this garrison.
Oh, my pilot's injured. I wouldn't have known that if there wasn't a big, flashing light on my screen, because my audio's broken.
We have complete control of the skies.
Superfish is a welcome addition to your team. Thank you, Sergeant Zach, for confirming. I've never seen Superfish before, but I love his name.
Victory is in sight. Keep it up.
That's very naughty of you, Sergeant Zach, hiding against a balloon. I can't see you. Blasted thing, I got it turned on him. I couldn't see him because he's grey and the balloon's grey. I'm thinking, okay, we've turned at the same time. I'm going to get a lot of shot. Where is he?
Where'd he go?
He's silhouetted against the sky and he's shooting the bejeeb. Well, he's machine gunning me gaily. It's very amusing.
Are you kidding me? The missile just blew up to fix it. I needed that.
There's a heavy storm here. Unable to proceed. Return to base. Do you copy?
Alright, I'm gonna need to restart my game.
Today. We'll be waiting for you
Okie
back home.
I've got the audio bug.
Whilst F-22 Hunter is restarting the game, I will take that opportunity for what the Americans call a comfort break, and I call a trip to the loo.
Alright, be right back, y'all.
Have you managed to
I'm
reboot the game?
Yep, I've just rebooted, and I'm switching over now to the gameplay.
Hoo. And perhaps if they were in the Arctic Circle, Bipsy, they'd call it a frozen pea.
Alright, 9 was my pick, so it's your pick.
What do I need to work on? Let's go and work on the bomber. The tier 7, I think it is. Or is it the tier 8?
7?
Tier 7.
7?
Working on the TU2.
Well, I'll go in the TU1. And then nobody can tell our silhouettes apart. One will blow you up, the other one will, not.
I don't know, I could drop a bomb on them.
Oh, yeah, true. Oh, I have a clip that I haven't uploaded yet where there is a bomb that's dropped on one of the bots literally right off my wing. This happened a few days ago. I've got the clip, I just haven't uploaded it yet. This bot just randomly blew up and there was nothing there. I'm like, what happened? I'd never seen that happen before.
It used to happen a lot earlier when you were out unable to play the game because you could drop bombs on aircraft without incurring any damage of your own.
Mm-hmm.
So people regularly used to fly the bombers, or indeed heavies with bombs, or anything with bombs, and try and bomb things just underneath them.
Ah, so it's like sit on top of them and just drop the bombs kind of thing?
Literally, yeah.
That sounds really, really stupid.
Yeah, and also really, really irritating as well.
Wouldn't the counter be just fly something that's faster than they are?
Well, yes, but you can still get bombed.
I mean, yeah.
If they come up from behind you whilst you're busy with something else.
Yeah, that's fair.
I wouldn't say it was easy to do, but it was
Possible.
a thing, and you could see them trying it, which of course then you had to counter. And anyway, fortunately, it's not a thing in the game anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You'd only do it out of desperation or amusement,
Or an accident.
or an accident, indeed.
I've gotten so many accidental bomb kills in my bombers. It's like
Erica, I probably missed you, but on stream, let me thank you for being here. Thank you, and I will see you again soon. Okay, how far are we into the first quarter?
We're stuck way in the corner.
Right, I'm thinking Jets Vikings here. I can tell you, it's probably not going to. It's already how much? I don't know. Yeah, this is my stream is a British stream. No, I won't say anything in case people are recording the game to watch later in the States. It's on at 9:30 EST, I think.
The A guns are already shooting at me. Oh, those are the guns from the mining plant. Fair enough. I'm out of range. I am not under AA fire. Stop. I'm pressing left alt. You can see on the map, I'm not in the circles. Now I'm in the circles. Ooh, one shot crit that guy's wing. Yeah, your turret shooting me. I don't care.
Oh,
plan.
did get it.
I didn't show up here in time to stop them from flipping this airfield. Oh well.
Well, if you really want to do that kind of thing, ground attacker, now it's my turn. Like, maybe not. Oh,
We have complete control of the skies.
Oh, you're getting.
Grand.
Oh, K93. Yeah, I kind of.
no. I'm happy with what I've just done. The ground attacker, when I took their plant, tried to shoot me down.
Ah.
So my rear gunner took out his engine, so he stalled out, and then he tried to run away. So I went back and finished him off. But having the impertinence to attempt what he did.
Get out of here, K93.
Keep it up. Victory is almost ours.
Well, this has certainly been one of the games of all time.
I'm in a bomber, so you can imagine how I feel.
Yeah, at least I still get to shoot things.
We're waiting for your return.
Well, you can kind of shoot things. You got the front guns. The only thing that annoys me about those is actually getting kills with those front guns don't count as turret kills for specialization.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, it should be any kills by the
like
plane, shouldn't it?
what? How?
You're right. You're right.
How does that not count?
Okay, I believe it's your choice.
It is my choice. Tier 6.
Okay.
You got anything you're working on in 6?
Don't know. P-51A. I'll work on that.
Ah, good choice.
I don't think I've got the next aircraft.
Ah, that one. The next one's also a good choice. The only problem is you got to deal with the K6 and Tier 8s. Granted, you still have a chance of dealing with the K6 at Tier 6, but it would just be that one.
Well, that was a quick 2 hours.
Has it really? Oh, wow, it has. How long are you wanting to go for today?
It's in your hands, but no more than 3 hours.
Okay.
I've got a call to make at 7:30 with my nephew to make further progress on executing my father's will.
Be ready.
Mm.
Yeah, my estranged brother has just thrown solicitors at us, which isn't an issue, because the solicitor is actually sensible, whereas my brother isn't. But it does mean that we've got to provide some information and also make a decision as to whether we want to reply ourselves or perhaps engage a solicitor to do the work for us.
So this is a balanced matchmaker right here, he says sarcastically.
Let's go.
Oh, the XP-54 has got to be quaking in his boots.
Yeah, there's so many heavy fighters on this team.
This could pass for an EU map.
Yeah, no, there's an odd amount of players on today. For NA anyway. Also, Sergeant Zach is here again.
Sergeant Zach is going to tempt me, make the game mine.
I'm actually going to see about attacking the,
Bomber squadron detected. Engage
that.
them immediately.
Well, I'm glad that you're attacking that.
Yeah, that. Oh, speaking of Sergeant Zack, I found him. And I killed him, but he got me. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna resume my assault.
And where are you resuming your assault?
Command center.
That sounds like a good idea.
There's a KA-88 and the XB-55 are underneath me at the moment going towards the garrison, just so you're aware.
Okay, thank you.
They will both outturn you. I'm sure you're well aware of this.
I'm not in the mighty Mustang. Don't you build all your Mustangs as agile turn fighters? I do.
I've been left no choice. Unironically, I do actually have my Chinese Mustang built for speed still. Hey bots, I've got 2 ADA boomerangs occupied right now. Can somebody show up and help?
As it turns out, I can outturn their key 88.
You can?
I don't think he was trying, to be truthful, but
That's surprising. Well, I'm glad I attacked this command center because we just lost ours, so.
yep.
All things being equal, you have an XB-55 on your tail.
Which I'm about to deal with.
Okay. It's about to ask if you...
Unless he evades me. Oh, he's coming for the head-on.
Yeah, well, he wasn't going to win that.
Nope. Well, I'd already reduced his health.
Yeah, not at the health I saw him at. What the heck? Okay. So the bot 190 snapped onto me, set me on fire, and took me out. I thought he was going for somebody else. Ouch.
Right, so we need our command center back.
Mm-hmm. We're about to lose our airfield, so I need to... Oh, well. Of course I spawned here and there's nobody here. Alright, I will begin cruising my way to the command center again. You should have the garrison under control at this point.
With a bit of luck. Yep.
Yeah.
But we are going to need that command center because...
We're about to lose both our airfield and the other one. Yeah, I can tell.
Yep. I'm going to go and try and take the other airfield. Mm-hmm. That bomber flight will certainly take the airfield, there's no doubt about that.
Yeah, I am 2 seconds away from boost cooler, and then I can actually get to the command center. And get out of here, you stupid boomerang. Alright, command center flipped.
And although it was nothing to do with me, we've got the airfield as well over here.
Great. I'm going to see about making my way to the other command center across the map.
Be advised, a line of thunderstorms is approaching. We'll soon be unable to provide
I'm just
support.
going to get another respawn. Luckily for him, I'm not going to wait 42 seconds to shoot him down. Probably I would just go for the middle for the moment.
Yeah, considering I'm here right now, and there's a lot of them here.
Yeah, watch out. 20 seconds and spore line takes effect.
Yeah.
Don't turn.
I'm not turning. I do have Zach shooting
I'll
at me
take this.
now.
There's no way to
You don't.
Great.
You're on your own.
And I'm on the yak as well.
I'm gonna see if I can get some damage on that 55.
Thank you. I was just going to suggest that would be a nice thing to do.
Got him. Zone flipped.
Bombers inbound. Don't let them
Good
reach
job.
their target.
I'm not sure I got Zach after the score line. He might get back in.
No, he's dead. He's out.
My timing was perfect then. Oh, we've now got to take another zone. How did they take the airfield? I should think we'll be alright to
It's
get
an
there.
airfield. It's like impossible to hold an airfield for too long.
The enemy is about
Yeah, we
to
should get
win.
the other airfield anyway.
Hello, K-88. Yes, please to go on a head-on with a P-38L.
Please! I'm flying an aircraft that does not exist. It has machine guns and it's above tier 5, therefore does not exist as far as Please is concerned.
Therefore, it is incredibly based.
In
Ow.
fact,
Engine's
Please
out.
describes the
Oh,
Please
there we go.
describes the guns on machine gun planes that are above tier 5 as flower pot holders. Sorry,
Well,
flower holders.
someone can be fundamentally wrong, you know. They have the right.
Yeah, it's funny enough he thinks you are.
Well. By the way, I ended up getting taken out by player Boomerang, but that should be the last player on their team who's alive. Mad Kodiak.
Let me guess, he rammed you.
No, he didn't actually.
Oh, well that's refreshing.
The command centers are ours. Awaiting help from the
No, there was only one ram today. Well, in this game.
Gleeks tells me, what am I even flying? It looks like a blank screen to me, and I have 1080p. He can't see the P-51A. It is interesting, though. There is a general preferences on the two servers. The P-51s are not popular on the EU server.
You'll see all kinds of P-51s on NA. To be fair, NA kind of has a bias towards North American aircraft.
Whereas on the EU server, it's machine guns for the lose. If you're a New York Jets fan, I'm not going to say anything further, but look away now.
What am I doing on the weekend missions?
Is it my choice?
Yes, I chose 6.
Let's just see if I've got any upgrades I can execute. Oh no, I've got all the upgrades. I just need how much for the Mustang? 62,000. I've got 49. Okay, so we're coming along there as well. That's nice. I'm going to go BF-109G again, if you don't mind.
I don't mind at all. And
Liberty, thank you for being here. Bed down and sleep beautifully, my friend.
let's see, 109G. Let's see, do I have anything I can upgrade on this at the moment? No, I don't. I'll take it up. I need to work on this line anyway. If I'm gonna get the Tempest, which might be the first good Hawker plane, period, I need to fly this plane more, as much as I don't want to.
For a long time, the Seafang was both my favourite and most flown aircraft in the game.
That's the premium multi-role, right?
Correct. It was in the game a long time before the British multi-roles.
Is that plane any good? I've got enough gold to where I could get it.
Yeah, I like it. I would say it's probably the most accurate thing I could say. It's been power crept quite a bit.
As in, it's not as good as it once was because things around it are much stronger.
Yeah. And also, there's a nasty little feature on it. The top tier bombs you can't load when you specialise it. You have to go back to puny rockets. It feels like a bug, but it's never been sorted out.
What?
Yeah. So.
Okay. One of my gripes in the game is that when you specialize certain planes, it locks you into a certain configuration, and that's it. No changing it. Why is it that when you specialize a plane, the same module menu can't just be ported over? And
Attention. You are entering the
so back in 2019, one of the items on their roadmap that they released, July 2019, was changing specialization, and very much the idea that you would be able to configure the aircraft more flexibly was to the fore. Unfortunately, this is one of the pieces of work that never got done before the team got decimated by Victor Kisley. Bonjour, Hekvikenot, comment vas-tu cet après-midi? Je vais bien.
So it was on their list.
Yes.
Off we go.
It's like, I know for the Hawker line, like tech tree planes, if you specialize them, you should be able to switch from between the ordnance, yeah? Still? Like you can demount and
I think
mount?
some of them you can. I can't recall the exact instances.
Because I was told that people were upset that you were locked into a certain configuration with the Hawker planes.
Yeah, and with the Seafang in particular, locked into the wrong ordnance. Well, I say wrong. I consider it wrong. The bombs are far better than the rockets. You're locked into the rockets.
I've never really been a big fan of the British rockets in this line so far. They seem pretty weak.
Yeah, the British multi-roles are more biased towards dogfighting rather than ground attacking.
Yeah, but they have Hispanos.
Yes, which makes them far better.
No, makes them terrible at it.
Only because you can't handle Hispanos.
Hispanos are just objectively bad. That is the truth. You're just in denial.
Well, that's a bit like saying that P-51s are good planes. Yes, I know Franti. Hegvakanot. Watch his streams. And yes, you're right, he's a very good player. And congratulations on joining Burger King's clan.
Wait, who joined Burger King's clan?
Hegvakanot, who's a Frenchman. Well, I say Frenchman, but to be strictly accurate, I should say French person, because I don't actually know his or her gender, but I'm pretty sure it's a Frenchman. And if he's going to now say, I'm Belgian, you buffoon. Oui, c'est vrai. Il est français. Bien.
Look, there goes my engine. It took these guns such a terribly awful long time to kill that ground attacker.
You were lucky I didn't finish it off for you.
Mm-hmm.
I got one of them, so I'm happy.
Yeah, you got the one that was shooting me a lot. I do appreciate that.
Oh, if I'd known that, I wouldn't have shot you down.
Hmm.
Far be it from me to be a helpful flight mate.
I know, right? Oh, really? Of course, I get here just in time for it to flip.
Oh, Q syndrome.
Ow. I was on low health anyway. I wasn't going to live the assault.
I'm hearing excuses. I want solutions.
The solution, shoot the KI-93.
Very well.
Now, if you want excuses, I can continue to complain about Hispanos.
Yeah, you can carry on. I mean, everybody has the right to be wrong.
Yeah.
I'm on the
Some more than others.
93.
Cliques.
I will say Cleeks is a bit of a main for planes with big guns. He makes them work in quite surprisingly effectively destructive fashion, more so than most.
Not saying big cannons can't work. Just that not all cannons are good. And to say all cannons are better than machine guns flat out does a great disservice to a great many aircraft.
It comes down to personal preference in the end, doesn't it? I don't have a preference. I actually quite enjoyed the variety provided by different cannons and different machine guns in the game. I hope everybody watching my stream saw that when F-22 Hunter flew in front of me and stole my kill, I did not shoot him.
And that guy in the KI-93 is really screaming in the match chat about something.
Oh, is he? I've got it disabled.
Yeah. Not sure what. Don't really care.
I'll go and fill his aircraft with a few holes then and see if he might care to explain.
Yeah, I'm sure he'd appreciate being shot down again.
Receiving reports about rapidly deteriorating weather conditions. The port will be unable to reach you. Do you read?
I'm gonna harass the ME-329 over here.
Victory is in sight. Keep it up.
He just sent a period in the match chat.
Enemy is launching rockets at us from the military.
I don't know what he's meant by that, but it's funny. You know, I love watching the bots whiff rocket shots on other bots.
Cannot support you any longer.
I just saw our XP-72 shoot rockets at, well, the KI-93 went head-on with an XP-58, and they're both dead. So, Complainer is dead. He's out of the match. What a shame.
This is me being stubborn, folks. I know that bot was the one that was built for Stalinian, but I just couldn't resist trying to get him down in the end.
Yeah, sometimes it's worth the effort.
Oh, just stubborn. You are going to die whether you like it or not.
Q, do you have any explanation as to why whenever I fly this Typhoon, the propeller blades go missing?
Oh, no. No, I don't.
Yeah, my propeller blades go missing. Every
That's an
time.
interesting bug.
Mm-hmm.
Is the VB10 any good?
I don't know.
Good afternoon to you, Target Boy.
Great job today. We'll be waiting for you
VB10
back
used to be
home.
an excellent aircraft, but it's now compromised on the EU server by being a Tier 7 premium that's up against lots of very difficult Tier 8 premiums, plus the Tier 6 K6 and BF 109. So it's been power crept quite badly. It's still a decent airframe, but it's by no means as potent as it used to be. It's still a fun aircraft to fly. If it's the NA server you're talking about, because of the lower population, I would say yes, it is still a good aircraft, simply because you're not going to meet plethoras of P61s, K6s, and other difficult aircraft in every battle.
You are still going to see P-61s and B-29s, though.
You will, occasionally, but not as much as on the EU server.
You say that, and yesterday I flew 3 games, and I got a P-61 every game.
Yeah, I know, I jumped in deliberately. In my alternative account, so you wouldn't know. Yeah, so... Yeah, the VB10, as I say, the weaponry is fairly short range as well, which is a serious disadvantage these days. I haven't got it on this account, otherwise I'd fly it for you. Was that my choice? It was, wasn't it? So I think
Yeah,
it's your
it
call.
was. I have enough gold to buy the VB10, but it was actually recommended I get the XP75 instead than the American Heavy.
Yes. Why?
10 machine guns,
I think
Good
the VB10
speed,
hits harder.
good
The
maneuverability.
thing about the Fisher Eagle is you've got the flexibility of bombs, but the Fisher Eagle is, I would describe as being a notch weaker than the VB10. But you do have the bombs.
I don't know, because anytime I've asked any of my associates on an A that comparing the two, they rate the XP75 above the VB10.
I suspect you'd find exactly the opposite on the EU server.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Let's go tier
Put it
10.
this way. Either way, you're going to end up with a decent aircraft that quite often will find itself in battles against things like P-61s and therefore have to be played quite carefully.
Essentially, the aircraft's still good, but everything else around it is just better.
Lots of things are better than it now, yes.
Goes for both the 75 and the VB10.
Absolutely, yeah. As I say, put it this way, if I got either of them for free, I wouldn't regret having the VB10 rather than the XP75, and I wouldn't regret having the XP75 rather than the VB10.
They fill kind of the same role.
Yeah, as I say, the Eagle, if anything, it's got that secondary capability with a pair of decentish bombs, which the VB10 doesn't. So that's a pure air superiority heavy when it's often outclassed on the EU server.
And today, I don't remember the last time a VB10 was actually a real threat in my matches.
Tier 7 match. You'd have to watch it.
I mean, to keep an eye on it, sure, but for the most part, VB10s aren't really a huge concern for me.
You are approaching the area of combat operations. Be ready.
To be truthful, I don't remember the last time I saw a VB10 on the NA server.
They're rare. I see more bot
Actually,
VB10s
there is one great point here that Cleeks has made. The VB10 can be swapped to other nations. That's an important
yeah,
point.
that's useful, yes. That's why I don't like the Chinese premiums, because I can't switch them to other nations and use them to train pilots. You know? Like, like why can I switch all the European ones, but the Chinese ones I can't?
May I make a recommendation to you?
Yeah.
Go straight to the military base.
Agreed. I don't have bombs, but at the very least I can delay their bombers.
Doesn't matter. Whilst you're doing that, I'm going to see if I can try and get hold of the airfield.
Works for me. I see a bomber. Time to shoot it. It's about the only thing I'm supposed to do.
Enemy bombers inbound. Don't let them reach their target.
Don't know about that.
Well, if you listen to certain people, it is.
Depends on your build. I would say, depending on the build, you might actually tend to ignore the bombers.
Well, I see an HG2 who's shooting at me, but I'm gonna dodge him. I'm gonna go shoot at this Tu-12 now. That should flip the sector if I kill him.
Okay, good luck. I've managed to get the airfield.
A large enemy force is attacking the military.
Alright, we got the military base, regardless of my ability to kill the bomber or not, because my gun's overheated. And now I've got an FJ1 on my tail. And now I'm
Should be
dead.
able to. I was going to say you should be able to outrun that quite easily, but
Out of boost. Out of boost.
how can you be out of boost on an XF90?
I have a lead foot.
Have boost, will use it.
Our military
Have boost, must use.
This will make things easier for you.
Cannot leave plane with any boost.
Must go fast.
There are some planes I'm like that with. Funnily enough, that twin Mustang, I'm terrible overusing the boost on that plane.
Must break the sound barrier. I wish you could actually break the sound barrier in this game. That would be interesting.
Yeah, I think they've capped it so that you can't in this game. I seem to remember a technical discussion. Hello, FJ1. Goodbye, FJ1.
Boost cooler.
It sounded very much like daka 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 daka.
Still on the bad mic. But the good news is the cable I need came in the mail, but I can't pick it up till Monday because the post office is closed on campus.
Hurrah!
So,
Leaving aside logic, Cleats, the fact is the Chinese planes are in a limbo. I can only imagine that there was some sort of plans,
for like a
Respect to
full-on
China.
Chinese tree, maybe?
or maybe it was as simple as let's put some Chinese planes in there so that Chinese people will play the game.
I mean, that's pretty much the motivation for a lot of airplane. Well, not airplanes, for a lot of games. That's not just this one. The Chinese market is objectively one of the things companies desire to break into.
Yep. Oh, please don't smack me into that pylon. FJ1 and I are very evenly matched in terms of ability to turn.
Well, I took out one of the bomber flight, I took out the HG2, but I died to the F2H that had been on my tail the entire time.
Yeah, their MEP1101 was quite clever. Whilst I was turning with the FJ1, he realised what was going on and turned the opposite way. I was actually out turning the FJ1 with my MEP1101 there, and I haven't got fancy kit on it. Actually, I've got a thought. You know, whenever you lose the sound in your game,
Yeah?
that's when you've broken the sound barrier.
Man, I can't believe my P-51D managed to break the sound barrier, y'all. Incredibly fast airplane.
Didn't rip the wings off in that vertical dive. Yeah, it's quite amazing.
Didn't rip the wings off, the propeller stayed on. It's just a miracle.
It's amazing. I think the ME262 might be coming for you.
I'm running away.
Okay.
I'm
I'm
using
turning it.
No, I'm not gonna outturn that.
I do.
Mine won't. Well,
FJ1's just rammed the bomber flight under pressure from me.
okay, maybe mine would if I ever, like, took my equipment to ultimate or something like that. But, I've been on a
Jawa turning with me.
I crit his tail.
Who's the Jawa?
Yeah, the Java.
Oh, I'm going to come down on him like a ton of bricks now.
Yep, I crit his tail. He got a few shots on me, but I gave you an advantage, so...
You did indeed.
Ah. Bomber lived at 1 health. Upsetting.
Hang in there. You'll soon be cut off from support.
Wow.
Go away, let me... Oh, you horrible, horrible, horrible FJ1. Just as I'm about to kill the 1101, he got a fire on me.
Ouch. That's unfortunate.
Again, that's happened so often today. Both in the double teaming me now as I keep shooting them down.
The enemy is launching rockets at us from the military base. Take action.
Coming over here to protect the command centre. Not that we really need to, the game's over.
Alright. I think it's time I leave. That's an FJ1 and a 1101.
Oh, I think it's about time you shot them both.
Well, yeah. Ideally, yes, but I wasn't in a good position to and they were behind me. And we're gonna win the game anyway. We had such a huge point lead.
Okie dokie. I'm actually going to go back to the P82B and earn a few more credits.
Okay. Tier 8 it is then. Probably do the flying wing. After the stream ends, I have a pretty dull and dreary day ahead of me. I got a practice test for the exam.
Yes, you're right. That does sound rather dreary, but I hope it's profitable as well.
Yeah,
Productive,
hopefully.
sorry, is the word I'm looking for.
Well, I mean, one day this will all be profitable, hopefully.
Very.
That is kind of the whole point.
Absolutely.
Cold Peak.
Attention. You are entering the
Oh, a
combat
P61.
zone. Get ready for battle.
And a 262 HG2. Lovely.
Okay. I'll go military base if you don't mind.
Sure. I'll go garrison then. I'll go our garrison and I'll try and run intercept on the enemy military base. Why is it the encoding overloads consistently at the beginning of every battle and it settles down?
That's a good question. I'm not sure what graphical work it's doing at the start of a battle. Or perhaps it's drawing things and then simplifying them. I'm not sure.
I don't know. It's annoying.
And I don't get encoder problems, so.
I mean, it exists. The potential exists that your setup's just better than mine in certain ways, hardware-wise.
That's possible, or I might have lower encoder settings or whatever.
Alright. I've got the not command center. There are no command centers. Garrison. I have the garrison going to the military base.
Probably mistimed the capture of this. If I'd left it just a little bit longer, I would have been able to shoot down their 2 RB-17 bolts, but they're too fast for me to catch now.
The P-61's over here. Which is, lovely news for me.
Our military base is strikes on the enemy.
Lovely news for me. We, our XP-58 bot died over the zone, so... time to leave.
And they captured 2 sectors very quickly there. Now I've got a problem.
I've got a problem too. That P-61's giving chase. And he has a stupid high amount of boost. Oh, he's not giving chase. Oh, he's diverted. Sweet. Now I can dive down on him from above.
Flew into a hornet's nest there, which wasn't very clever of me.
What? Okay.
The enemy is launching rockets at us.
That was
from the military
stupid.
base. Take action.
One thing led to another. I see a plane fly through the P-61, then into me, and then the turret killed me. Like, what? So that P-61 is going to be guarding that military base the entire time, I'm guessing, because he hasn't left. Of course. I wasn't able to stop them from flipping the garrison. The missile took it out.
Okay.
Most I can do is just retake the garrison when it unlocks.
That's probably the most efficient thing I would suggest. Just going to see if I can... If I dare, oh dear. Leave our military base and try and take the middle garrison. Our military base is firing at that garrison, by the way.
Great. Yeah, the P-61 has still not left that military base. There's still a heavy fighter symbol there.
Okay.
So I know his strategy. He's going to sit there and let the missile base do all the work for him. Not necessarily a terrible plan. I think it's quite cowardly, personally. But, you know, whatever.
Well, I don't know about that. I don't think it's very effective unless your team happens to take 2 other sectors. P-61 has now been forced out.
Oh, I see.
And he rammed me. I don't know if he's got a tank build, but he's now going to be on much lower health.
Hang in there. You'll soon be cut off.
He's literally on 1 health.
Support will not be available.
Ow. When someone stole the kill I was gonna get, but whatever. Hello, Fang. Q was just praising you earlier.
Remembering fondly with nostalgia, I think would be a better description.
Oh, that is a 262 that was on low health and I just killed. I should have waited. Well, if I waited any longer, I was gonna die.
It's okay.
Actually, I'm likely to be dead now because he was a P-61 and it's squall line.
Run!
Couldn't run. Engines were shot out. From the 262 attack. I am now out of the match. Good luck.
Thank you.
Keep it up. Victory is almost ours.
Do you not run the bombs on your, Oh, no, you do. They're just not there. I just didn't see the logo for a minute.
Air supremacy achieved. Victory is ours.
That ended the game just before I killed it.
Ah. The missile base has got superiority.
Yeah, the P-61 was too passive. I mean, to a degree I understand it, but it's more of an area denial aircraft than it is anything else. It's not a particularly good capper. But sitting and defending one particular sector in the hope that your team holds 2 of the other sectors is risky. Oh, another point. We'll think about that. Okay, your choice.
My choice. Let's go.
Fly a kite. Let's go fly a kite.
Let's go back to 9.
Sucker for punishment. Aaron Rodgers is 1 yard short of 60,000 passing yards.
Wow.
That's quite some statistic.
That totally means something to me.
Not many quarterbacks have achieved that. That'd be people like Drew Brees, Ben Roethlisberger, Peyton Manning, Dan Marino, Tom Brady. I'm beginning to run out of names now.
I mean, Tom Brady and Peyton Manning were the only two of those that I recognize.
Not that I know anything about American football.
You would know more than me, which is ironic.
No, I could probably name all the state capitals as well. I have a fair bet you couldn't.
I could name most of them.
You are approaching
Okay.
the area of
However, I probably could only name a couple of European country capitals.
Yeah, I could probably do a bit better than you on that.
Yeah. Mainly because y'all
So
got
what-
a lot of strange names for cities over there.
Well, they aren't English for a start.
Well, I'm thinking more along the lines of that one city in Welsh with the impossibly long name.
Oh, Llanfair P, yes. Llanfair Pwth Gwyn Gylch. Trouble Bansidio Gogli Gogogoch.
Yes, that
Something
one.
like that.
Yeah, that one.
That's a village, it's not a city.
Well,
And even the locals just call it Llanfair P.
okay, encoder. Quit being overloaded.
So what state do you think I would get? State capital?
It's a good question. Because now I'm trying to remember them all myself.
Well, you don't have to know the state capital yourself. Just what would trip a European up?
North Dakota.
Bismarck. I would suggest that you actually went for the multiple M's because you can mix the state capitals up on those. So your state capitals from Missouri, Minnesota,
Montana.
Michigan. Montana is Helena. Even Maryland, I should say. Annapolis, if I remember correctly.
Ah, that sounds right.
Mississippi as well, of course. So Mississippi would be Jackson.
Ow.
Missouri would be Jefferson City. Michigan's Lansing. And so on and so on.
So on and so on. Alright. It's impressive. Certainly would have taken me a lot longer to remember all those names. Mainly because it's been many, many years since I took geography. Alright, so that was an embarrassing performance over the command center. Let's rewind the clock and try that again, shall we?
Let's quickly airbrush that from history.
Yep, let's erase that from the history books.
Okay, I've got the plant. I'm going to go back and see if we can take our own garrison.
Attention all fighters. Enemy bombers detected. Destroy them.
Killed the Jawa that got me. Okay. Yes, I'm aware the zone is still locked. I don't really care. I'm killing everything here.
Why did the Yak-15 come over to our garrison?
He what? He did what?
It's not a human one, it's a bot one.
Oh, well that will explain it then. I love the sound of the Vulcan cannon.
So do I. Now, next to task. Try shooting something with it.
I know. That's what I was doing. That's why I commented on it.
Pretty good. I've got this garrison. Oh, there's 2 yaks that came here.
This frickin' 109G 80A will not leave me alone. And I couldn't shake him no matter what I tried.
Quick enough to get away from the bomb there. That's a bit frustrating. Saw it drop.
I think their player job was defending this command center, which makes it... Yep, which makes it twice as difficult to actually take this now. Ah, fired my rockets too early.
We're in trouble here because I can't stop the bomber flight from flipping the plant.
Got him. Rocketeered him. Okay. Still took a stupid amount of damage doing that.
Yeah, and also we're losing quite badly now.
Yep.
We've captured the command center.
I got the command center though, so...
Front headquarters.
Well done.
I don't really have any air-to-ground capabilities, so taking out the mining plant's a little bit out. Holy crap, you already have Hero of the Sky.
I've been busy.
Clearly. Damn it. I knew he was gonna spawn.
Hang in
This
there.
Jawa has
You'll
been giving
soon
me
be
hell
provided support.
all match.
Support will not be available.
Alright.
But again, I've got to go and get another aircraft. I can't carry on with this one. I've got enough health. But that probably means we're going to lose the garrison over here as well. Need sectors.
That's it. There's no way to break through for you now. You're on your own.
Their bots are being extremely effective. Ours are being rubbish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we need the airfield. I'm not sure why you went back to the command centre.
Well, I saw a chance to get rid of one of their bombers. I thought I would do it faster than I did. And now my engine's taken out.
Step it up. We're losing the battle.
Yeah, we've had it. I'm pretty sure we can't win from this position.
Looks like the airfield's almost flipped. I don't know why the bots haven't killed this one low health 109G I see here. There we go. That's the airfield. I'm gonna scoot right on through, and I'm gonna see about the there's an F-84. I should be able to shoot him, take him out.
There's a multi-role to your right.
Yeah, that's the AFK 6072.
Okay. shooting him down over the plant would have been quite a good idea.
Yeah, I think he's left the plant now, though.
Yep, I think you're right.
But I've got that heavy fighter that was over the plant, so...
Right, we're still going to have to kill everybody. SU-9 is the last one.
Mm-hmm. Working on it.
I'm coming as well.
Got him.
Nicely
The
done.
enemy
Nicely
is
done.
almost defeated. Make a final push. Victory is
Whoa.
ours. We're waiting for your return.
And that very close game is probably a good place to leave it. I'm afraid to say.
I agree. That, yeah, I agree. that was tough.
That was awesome, as Americans say. Do you know what we say in England?
What do you say in England?
Brilliant.
Brilliant.
Let's just get the camera sorted out. So I had to turn it off manually this morning. Cam left, activate. Perfect. There we go.
Oh, I've completed another full alert mission. Am I going to be able to get the 2 crates for above and below? Probably not.
I got them. Actually, funny enough, the weekly crate was far better than the 2 weekend mission crates.
You want to know what I got out of the weekly crate?
Yeah.
Parts. Like, parts to use for calibrating equipment.
Yawn is what I heard there.
Yeah.
Right. Well, my fine young man, you need to go off and do your mock test or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Revision.
Mm-hmm.
I need to prepare for a call with my nephew this evening.
Yep.
However, I don't see any reason why, if you are available, we shouldn't be able to do this again next weekend.
The only thing that might get in the way is I might go home for spring break. It depends on I keep saying spring break for fall break. It depends on the weather though.
Okay. So keep me advised. If you don't, then I look forward to another opportunity to fly with you next weekend.
I agree.
With that, I'm going to say thank you so much for your support this afternoon. Thoroughly enjoyed the flights. Thoroughly enjoyed your company. And whatever, we will do this again soon.
Yep.
Cheerio for now.
Yeah, it's been fun. See you later, Q.
Bye-bye.
And that, folks, was the Noble Q. I want to thank everybody for watching the stream that did. And remember to like and subscribe, because I'm getting my good microphone back, which means I'm going back to making videos again. And it'll be good. Yeah. That's it, y'all. See ya.